Alright y'all, so you saw episode 1. I didn't really talk much in episode 1 of transforming my father's garden, but I'm gonna talk in this one just the beginning, and I want to show you guys what I'm gonna do moving forward. Kind of just map it out a little bit and then get to work. You know, we're not out here to look pretty. We're out here to put in some work in the garden and create something beautiful. I encourage all of you to get your hands dirty, get into gardening, and grow something with your hands. So the first thing you're gonna need is a beer. Second thing you're gonna need is a plan. So we got these extremely spiky, extremely dangerous. Yesterday when I was cutting these down, you can see the pile over here. I actually poked myself in the fucking foot with one of these things, and they're extremely sharp. Do not think it's a game at all. They will cut you, they will poke you. So this thing started having babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, like about 8 or 9 of them. This is gonna be the second time now within about a year that I've moved these. On the last hurricane, all of these were like the size of that little small one in there. But now they're huge, so I'm gonna move them and place them around here, because that little divot right there used to be that plant right there. I picked it up from out of here, moved it over there, and removed a giant, this is the name of it. I forgot the name off the top of my head, but it was dying, it was dead, diseased. So I removed it. It's a 15-year-old plant, doesn't need to be there. So replaced it with that. We got a bunch of other hedges that I kind of want to, you know, rearrange maybe, or at least cut them back as I de-weed. But today we ain't doing all of that. We're not doing all that today. What we're doing now is we're gonna pick these babies up. We're gonna spread them throughout here, make it look a little bit more uniform, pick up some of these little palm steps. I call them steps because they fall off of these trees. Birds tend to climb up these trees using those and rest at the top, but they fall. So we're gonna go ahead and pick these up and replant those over there. So let's do it. All right, so as you can see, I used the hard rake and I opened up some space here so I can make this front line of spikes. This is gonna keep any little critters from walking up through our garden. Unless you're a lizard, you're gonna get fucking impaled if you try to walk through here. So watch me dig. Bam. All right, so I have planted the biggest thorny plants that I could. This is the name of the plant. The 4 here, and then there's one over here on the side, are really what I can fit. I feel like if I was to put more here, when these start getting larger, it would be almost impossible to work around them because there's so many thorns. You can't get down in there and really just start digging. You will poke yourself, you will hurt yourself. So I kept it a little shallow on the thorns. Now what I want to do back here in this area here is, oh, and by the way, I have more. I got more, and I'm going to put these on the back end of the house, and I'll show y'all the back end of the house where I'm growing a bunch of these plants over here. I'm growing a bunch of these because these are so great. You can just snip them and then plant them and they'll grow. So there's a bunch of them growing back there. I'm going to plant those all here, but these right here kind of match that thorny theme. I want to dig these up and put them over there in that patch. So I'm going to bring this back up when I do that right now. So move those joints to the front, added a little bit of color. Right now they're kind of leaning, but as time goes on, they'll straighten up. Probably within a week or so, they'll straighten up. I'm gonna go ahead and put some water down, water them, you know, add some liquid there so they ain't too thirsty. And then these down here, I'm gonna take to the back and then put by the bushes. I'll show y'all that in a second. I was able to plant these over here, but this ground is just way too hard. So I'm gonna dump some water on that, just like I dumped on the ones in the front. And that'll be it for today. That's enough work for today.